This broadcast is brought to you by MiniLab. MiniLab, a little lab for your rats to do experiments in. MiniLab, get it now, get those little beakers. MiniLab.com//.
Hello and welcome to another episode of your favorite local arts and culture podcast, Kansas City Revival. I'm Tom Timley. Later in the show, our foreign correspondent Shark Snaggletooth files a report from across the pond about labor issues in the UK. But before we jet set to London, Agatha Quilton-Cat sits down with our esteemed guests for a roundtable discussion. So put on your house shoes, make a chocolate chip cookie, and anxiously pick at your skin. This is Kansas City Revival.
Hello, I'm Agatha Quilton-Katz, and welcome back to KC Revival. Today we'll be talking to three Kansas City locals. First up, we'll be talking to Jimmy Boudreau, a local restaurateur. After that, we'll talk to Fire Chief Whitney Splits. And at the end of the segment, we'll be reaching out to Jeremy Ingalls, local jingle writer. All right, first up, Jimmy Boudreau. Hi, Jimmy. Welcome to the show.
Hi, y'all. It's such a pleasure to be here.
Thank you so much for being here. We're happy to have you. So, Jimmy, you are a restaurateur.
I am. That is my passion, and that is my life.
And you have several restaurants, but you just opened one in Kansas City. Is that right?
I did, and I am very, very excited to be the first to announce that we are going to be opening our doors on Friday the 13th. Coming up.
Friday the 13th. What a day to pick. Why did you choose Friday the 13th to open?
Well, it wasn't necessarily my decision. When you're opening up restaurants, you can't do it all on your own, and you need certain investors. And those investors, they have certain demands, and I'm a man who likes to compromise.
That makes sense. Tell us a little bit about the restaurant. What's the name? What kind of food are you going to be serving?
Yeah, well, the name is Jimmy's, because I like to keep things simple. And the food that we're going to be serving is whatever your heart desires.
Whatever your heart desires. So
What
does that mean? Do you have like a lot of different kinds of foods available on the menu, or what are we talking about here?
Well, that's a question that I'd have to answer to every individual person because those hearts are all going to be different. But the menu clearly states you sit down and there's one thing, whatever your heart desires. You tell your server that's what you would like, and at your table is going to arrive whatever your heart desires. Now, what that is, I don't know, and I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes our customers don't even know. They think they do, but then it's not what they expect.
Wow, this sounds amazing. A little unbelievable, but how are you going to pull that off? How many cooks are you going to hire?
We don't utilize cooks. I like to let my investors handle those types of things. I'm more focused on the aesthetics, the branding, the names, the fun stuff.
Wow, okay. So walk us through, when someone comes into your restaurant, what's the experience going to be like?
Well, that experience is probably going to change their heart, soul, and mind for the rest of all eternity. And that's what we really strive to do. Again, I just want a place where people are going to come in, they're going to see a name, they're going to see that name is Jimmy's, they're going to know that name's associated to Jimmy Boudreau, and then, they're going to do whatever they do with the rest of their time there.
So people don't have to, sign anything on the menu before they order.
Well, there is some signature processes, but again, I like to leave those types of things to my investors. They handle all those paperwork and whatnot. I'm just the arts guy.
And can I ask who your investors are?
Well, that's actually a great question because that's one of the biggest hurdles when it comes to opening up a restaurant. Because I'll tell you right now, my restaurants, they are my life. They are my heart and they are my soul. And if I am going to give away a piece of my soul, I am going to want to make sure I get something back in return. And I want that return to be guaranteed. And so many investors, they promise the world, the moon and the stars, but can they back it up? They can't. And that's why Baal Zeeth is the best investor if you are looking to get into the restaurant world. He will guarantee your success no matter what.
Can you say the investor's name again one more time? I didn't catch that.
His name's B.L. Zeeth.
BL Zeeth?
Yes.
Okay. How did you meet BL Zeeth?
Well, I was walking down the road one day, and I was just at complete loss. And then, happenstance occurs. My metaphorical crossroads is met at a literal crossroads. And that is where I met my fellow, I like to say friend now, BL Zeeth. And he made me an offer. He said, "What does your heart desire?" And I said, "My heart desires a place that people can come and see my name in lights and say, hey, you know Jimmy Boudreaux? That's his place." And now I am proud to say I'm going to be opening up my 5th Jimmy's coming this Friday the 13th.
Wow, amazing. So let me just ask, is this investor, is he only investing in this newest restaurant in Kansas City, or is he the investor for all of your restaurants?
Well, it's a they. BLZ existed far beyond gender constructs. He's a little bit above that kind of. They're a little bit above that kind of stuff. See, even I have to catch myself, and that's the thing about progress, right? It's a journey, and we're all learning. And BLZ has taught me more about not only business, but about how to grow as a person and an immortal entity. And I just appreciate that so darn much.
Wow, amazing. So what are some of your other restaurants like, and where are they at? Like, where can people go to visit them?
Yeah, so there's a thing that kind of happens at my restaurants after a while. Are you familiar with the term called a hell mouth?
I'm not familiar.
So hell mouths, they are basically direct tunnels to hell. And whenever enough evil is concentrated in a single location, like say a bunch of people are getting monkey paw-esque wishes delivered to their tables by very highly trained servers, that evil can concentrate enough to drill a hole straight down to hell, causing a hell mouth. And now that hell mouth obviously collapses everything around that. So that's actually the biggest reason why I've been expanding so much. Not so much that, we need the extra volume. It's just we're losing a lot of volume as in the physical spaces my restaurants occupy.
So where is your restaurant going to be located in Kansas City?
Oh, in the Power and Lights, this new one. Yeah, I'm really excited for it.
Oh, wow.
It's actually going to be in the new 3 Lights building that's coming up.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, we're very, very excited.
Wow, okay. Can I just ask, your investor,
Yeah.
are they the devil?
You see, that's the type of singular thinking that BLZ has really helped me move beyond. Are they the devil? There is no the devil, right? Is there the human? Demons, they are a wide and they are a diverse group of people. And, some of them will give you some things, some of them will give you others. But at the end of the day, we need to do our best to realize that let's talk about the individual. And BLZ, I tell you right now from my experience with them, is one of the most stand-up individuals that I've ever worked with. And they may not be the devil, but I will say they're my angel.
So, just to clarify, are you saying... Oh, God.
Jimmy.
BL! Oh, my God, what a pleasant surprise!
Oh, my gosh. Is this Beelzebub?
Yeah, hi, Agatha, right?
Yeah, it's Agatha. Hi.
Pleasure to
where did
meet
you...
you.
How'd you get in here?
I appear where I want to. Just ask Jimmy.
Oh, yeah. You see, that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about that personal growth. Right now, that was a very ignorant question to ask a demon.
It was.
Yeah, but you didn't...
Well, excuse me, I have to ask.
A little bit.
Right.
We do have security here. I can't just let anyone in at any time, so...
Security. Anyway, Jimmy, I'm sorry to interrupt. I just needed some paperwork filled out.
Oh, of course.
Just sign here.
Does anyone have a pen?
Oh, I mean, I have a pin, but
No,
can you...
a safety pin.
Oh, I don't have a safety pin on me. So does anyone
knife.
else in the room
Anyone
have a
have
safety
a
pin?
A knife, anything sharp that I can just
Oh,
draw
well,
a
I
bit
mean,
of
I
blood
have a
from.
knife. I don't
Oh,
really...
thank
I mean...
Yeah, thank you
here,
so much. Let me go ahead and get... all right, there we
Sign here. Yep.
I would really prefer you guys to do this business outside of the studio, though.
Many apologies.
Well, I think this is a valuable experience for your listeners to see how the restaurant industry actually works.
I guess that's true. Yeah, I didn't realize that this is how it works either, so...
Did you think Chili's expanded on their own merit?
I kind of did, but apparently I'm wrong.
You think a human wrote that baby back ribs jingle?
Oh, you see these titles and you think, oh yeah, that's a show that's going to really tell me how restaurant works. Hell's Kitchen. But it doesn't. It whitewashes all the hard stuff, like, selling your soul for what you want most in this world. And that's what all restaurateurs have in common. At least the successful ones.
Amen. Anyway, I got what I needed. I'm out of here. Bye.
All right, bye. Goodbye, BLZ. Thank you for stopping in. All right, well, tell us one more time, name of the restaurant and the date it's opening.
Yeah, it's Jimmy's, and it is opening Friday the 13th in the new 3 Lights building in the Power and Lights district. Come on down, y'all, and get what your heart desires.
Thank you so much for being here, Jimmy. Can you stick around for the other guests?
Of course. Again, I don't do the business stuff. I do the fun stuff. So that's what I'm here for.
Amazing. All right. Well, next up, we're going to be talking to Whitney Split's fire chief. So we'll be right back.
This podcast is brought to you by Jeff. Becky, I'm so fucking sorry. I messed things up, and all I want to do is make it right. Please, please forgive me.
This broadcast has been brought to you by O.J. Simpson's Fire Starter. Fire Starter, because if the starter don't fit, then you must acquit.
Welcome back. I'm Agatha Quilton Katz. When we just talked to Jimmy Boudreau, local restaurateur. And now we're going to be talking to Whitney Splits, the Kansas City fire chief. Hi, Whitney.
Hey, how are you?
Good. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, so you're the fire chief. How long have you been doing that?
2 weeks.
2 weeks? Okay,
Yeah.
Wow. New fire chief. Amazing. I didn't
so,
realize
very
there was a
new.
new one. That's so cool. So tell me a little bit about how you got started as the fire chief. What is your, involvement with the fire department? Is this something you've always wanted to do?
No, it's actually not something I've always wanted to do. I actually wanted to be a ballerina growing up, and unfortunately, my life path took me here. My dad was the previous police chief, and when he resigned, he put me in place.
Okay, so ballerina, that's what you really wanted to be growing up.
Yeah, I would love to be a ballerina.
Do you still get to do that at all?
No,
or-
not at all,
Not at all.
unfortunately,
Okay.
yeah.
Wow.
I dance in the shower and I twirl around when I'm high, but otherwise, no, I don't really do any ballet.
Perfect. I mean, you got to enjoy your life somehow, right?
Right.
So the fire chief, what does that job entail? What does it look like?
So a lot of my days, I sit at my desk and I tweet. Other parts of my days, I stand in the fire station and I tweet. Sometimes I switch over to Facebook just to keep it fresh, keep it new. Other days, I like to get on TikTok. I love to make sure our stations have plenty of presence online. I want to show people that fire safety is fun. I want to show people that it's hip and trendy to put out fires so we don't have to come out.
And how many fires have you put out since you...
Oh my God, so few.
So few.
So few.
Okay. I mean, I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's been great. I really don't have to do much in this position at all. My dad said it was going to be really, really hard, but this TikTok thing is actually one of the easiest things I've ever done.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Are you the firefighters doing TikTok dances and stuff?
Yeah, they're super hot. I make sure they take their shirts off and everything. So
Wow,
it's pretty
okay.
awesome.
Well, I gotta
My
get on
TikTok's
that.
blowing up.
Wow.
Yeah, Hottie Fire 69.
Hottie Fire 69.
Yeah, make sure you guys follow
Everyone
me.
hears that.
Oh, yeah.
Follow on TikTok. I will say that I am a little concerned about the future of fire in Kansas City. I don't know if you heard the last segment, but we just talked to Jimmy Boudreau. He's opening the restaurant Jimmy's, which sounds cool, but it does sound like it could be a fire hazard.
Yeah, I've honestly not been concerned with Jimmy. Jimmy has a way of putting out his own fires. It's actually spectacular. It's as if Earth opens up and then, hellfire and brimstone comes through and then it just goes away. So there's damage left behind and we have to clean that up. But I've never really heard about Jimmy having a fire we had to put out. He takes care of it himself.
Yeah, we're real big on fire safety at Jimmy's. That's a major concern for us. So
Wow, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever had any problems with fires?
Problems? No, but they have caused quite a few solutions.
Yeah.
Solutions. Interesting. Do you want to elaborate on that at all?
Legally, I'm not allowed to elaborate on those things.
Good
Okay.
answer.
But yeah, it's fun.
All right. Well, okay, so you're not concerned about the fires.
No, he says he has it under control. It sounds good to me.
All right.
You want to be on my TikTok?
Oh my God. So I have a confession to make. I love the show. It's amazing. But when I heard you were going to be a guest, my biggest dream was to be featured on that TikTok with those hunk of firemen. So
we can
I
make
would
that
love
happen.
to.
Wow.
Oh my God.
This is amazing.
That's cray. I love it.
Wow. Okay, so tell me, what is your favorite TikTok trend right now, Whitney?
My favorite TikTok trend
Yeah.
has to be the Beyonce duplicates. Men that are dressing up like Beyonce and performing the whole Renaissance album.
Wow,
It's
yeah.
the best I've ever seen. I think that's probably my favorite. I think I saw Jimmy.
Jimmy, or do you want to participate in that one?
Oh, I have, but I'll do a reprise if you want.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you're all on TikTok now too.
I am. Again, it's all about the branding, and I think that's one of the reasons why I felt such a connection is because we understand aesthetics are the most important part of any business, whether it be fire prevention or restaurateuring.
What's your handle, Jimmy?
It's Jimmy.
So just at Jimmy?
Yeah, at
Okay.
Jimmy.
At Jimmy. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
make sure I look out for you. It's probably going to be 2,000 of them, but I'll see what I can find for you.
Yeah, it was a hard one to get, but BLZ, he pulled some strings on his end.
you verified?
On their end. What's that?
Are you verified?
I am verified. I am
Wow.
verified.
I can't believe he beat out Fallon and
Yeah, that's
all these other
pretty incredible.
Jimmys.
Because I've never heard of you, so
Yeah, well, I don't want to brag here, but the deal that Fallon made wasn't exactly the best one. Let's just say his demons know BLZ, if you know what I mean.
Oh, wow.
yeah, I guess that's probably true. Is BLZ only in the restaurant business? Is that something I can ask?
He does gyms as well. Restaurants and gyms. Those are his two fortes.
Have you met BLZ?
No, I actually haven't.
Okay.
I don't think we would ever cross.
Yeah.
Our paths probably won't cross.
I
But
don't- I
I
don't
want to
see
hang
why.
out with Jimmy more, so maybe I'll get an introduction to BLZ.
Now, Jimmy, can I ask you, when you say at your restaurant you can ask for whatever is your heart's desire, is that food, or can that be, could Whitney go into your restaurant and ask to be a ballerina and then receive that?
Oh, my God.
Well, that's not a question for me. That's a question for Whitney's heart now, because whatever it desires is what that will get. Now, Whitney, I believe you want to be a ballerina, but the question is, do you believe it? And if you do, you'll get it.
Okay. Well, I'll be there on Friday the 13th to make sure I ask for what I want.
Now, here's the other question, Whitney. I mean, it sounds like so far the fire chief job is going pretty well. Sounds pretty cushy. I mean, as far as jobs go, especially stressful ones.
Cushy is a derogatory term.
Oh, I apologize.
Wouldn't use the word cushy for something that is just so substantial to the Kansas City community. I do a lot of work. Okay, these TikToks are not going to make themselves.
You know what? You're right.
There's a lot of ignorance on this, so I do apologize on
It's
behalf
okay.
of everyone.
It's okay.
I'm learning.
It's okay. We all have
Thank
to unlearn
you.
and learn at the same time.
You're right. That's true. But I guess what my question was is, do you want to give up the TikTok stuff and all of that extra work you do for the fire department to be a ballerina, or would you sort of balance both?
I've thought about that, and I actually went to try out for the KC Ballet before. In so many words, they told me in a nice way that I sucked.
Oh.
So since hearing that, I've decided to go back to the drawing board and continue to do my ballet in the shower, where I am accepted and my audience of one is going to be there to encourage me all time.
I'm a star singer in my shower too, so I get it.
Yeah. I can see you being like a Meghan Trainor or maybe even a Whitney Houston,
Thank you.
in the shower, only in the shower.
Wow, Whitney, I need to have you on more. Wow. All right. Well, okay. So do you have anything coming up as far as, because I know sometimes the fire department goes to schools to, teach children about fire safety or anything like that. Do you have any of those things coming up?
Yes, we have a citywide fire safety TikTok event coming up.
Wow.
Where we invite all of the families and all of the kids to come out. They're going to create their own little, fires that are manageable. And once they create their fires, they're going to record themselves on TikTok, putting them out.
Wow.
And I'm hoping to be in the background of at least 50 of those TikToks. So hopefully, Kansas City, if you
Fingers
come
crossed.
out, make sure you tag me. I'm so excited.
And what's your tag again?
I forgot it. But It's actually going to be this time for the Kansas City portion. We're doing our Kansas City page. So it's going to be Kansas City Fire Hottie 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 Hottie. That's 4 hotties. Hottie 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 Hottie. So Kansas City Fire Hottie 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 on TikTok. You can tag that page. That's
And I
our
think
Kansas
yours
City
was
page.
Fire Hottie 69.
Yeah,
right?
Fire Hottie 69 is my personal
Okay.
page.
Yes.
yeah.
All right. And when is that happening?
That's going to be the 14th. So the day after he
Oh,
opens
wow.
his. Yeah.
So you can go to the restaurant on Friday night, and then Saturday you can take the family to
Exactly.
do some fire safety.
Fire safety TikToks.
Fire safety TikToks.
Yeah, the TikTok is imperative. We really don't really care too much about making sure the fires are put out. That's what the actual firefighters are for.
Right.
But we want to make sure the TikToks are there because we want
mean,
everybody
social media
to
is
see.
important.
Right, yeah. We want
Yeah.
everybody to see how good of a job I'm doing.
You've got to get the word out. Do you have a handle for the restaurant?
Yeah, it's Jimmy's.
Innovative.
Yeah, so I'm Jimmy, right? That's my personal.
Consistency, it seems, is a big part of your brand.
Branded, yeah, absolutely. And again, I know some people in high places, and they're able to get me some things that, other people can't get. But I would like to say as well, this weekend of the 13th and 14th is just going to be some wholesome family fun. And I hope that everyone can bring their children. I hope that everyone can bring their friends, especially if those friends are virgins, then please bring them, my God. And, we'll just see what happens and have a good old wholesome time.
Will your investor be there?
Oh, my investor will be everywhere. He always is.
Oh,
Whitney.
BLZs, did you get back in the studio?
Hi.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I heard about your ballerina dream,
Really?
and I downloaded TikTok.
Oh my God, I love that for you.
And
Just
I
now?
was-
Like in
yeah.
2023?
Right, I was hoping you could show me how to use it.
Oh, I'd love to. That'd be great.
It's really confusing.
What are you confused by?
They're videos.
Okay. So are you trying to create them or you want to watch them?
I'm
Or
still on Facebook.
Oh, you're behind. Okay.
Maybe we can talk about it on the 14th.
Yeah, let's definitely talk about it on the 14th. Bring your family and your friends. We'll definitely do that.
My family will all be there.
BLZs, hey, sorry to interrupt, but you keep interrupting my show. It's really nice to have you here and all,
Right, I feel so
but
ashamed.
you didn't even reintroduce yourself or ask
I
if
promise I won't come back after this.
does
He's friendly.
Does he promise? Does he mean that?
I mean, I'm just a little taken back by the rudeness that you just showed, BLZ. They were just
Well,
trying to
you
get some
know-
information, but
I understand. I would apologize, but I don't know. There's something about him that rubs me the wrong way. I'm not sure. Apologies.
I find them sensational.
I'm just in the minority here, apparently, today. I don't know. Anyway.
I find myself unable to physically say anything bad about them one way or the other, so
Is that part of your contract?
I don't think we should go into the details of the contract. That's a lawyer decision and
All
discussion.
right. Well, awesome. So we have been talking to Jimmy Boudreau and Whitney Splits, our current fire chief. When we come back, we will be talking to Jeremy Ingalls, local jingle writer. So we'll be right back with that. You guys can stay here for that?
Yeah, definitely.
Amazing. All right. We'll be right back.
This podcast is sponsored by the concept of time. It's going to keep ticking and it's going to give you a licking. Make sure you go to conceptoftime.com and use promo code STOP! No, not yet! To get 15% off your next order.
This podcast is brought to you by Gleason's Funeral Home and Cremation, where you will never, ever, ever leave again. Use our promo code FREECASKET for 1% off your caskets now. Head to gleasons.com//promo code Gleasons.com.
And we're back. So we just got done talking to Fire Chief Whitney Splits. Before that, we talked to Jimmy Boudreau, local restaurateur. And now we're going to be talking to Jeremy Ingalls, a local jingle writer. Jeremy, hi. Thanks
Hello.
for coming to the show.
Thank you for having me on the show. I appreciate the invite.
Yeah, of course. So, jingle writer, amazing.
Yes, if you want to boil it down to that, you could say I'm a jingle writer. I think I'm someone who evokes emotional responses in people when they're least expecting it.
You would call yourself more of an artist then?
Of course, a transcendent artist.
Wow, okay. How long have you been writing jingles or songs?
34 years.
34 years.
34
wow.
years.
A very long time.
Thank you.
So could you tell me or would I know any of your jingles from anything?
You may. Are you familiar with Cats?
The musical?
No, the animal.
Yes, I'm familiar with Cats the Animal. I have one.
Oh, great. Cats tend to play with toys. The little mice toy that's underneath, like what looks like a parachute almost. That know what I'm right, and it kind of looks like a mouse.
I'm
I wrote the
familiar.
jingle for that.
Wow, you did.
I did. Yes, it aired overseas only.
Well,
but
I noticed that you brought a piano with you into the studio today.
I did. Well, don't know if I'd call it a piano. I'd call it a transcendent musical instrument.
Were you planning on playing your transcendent musical instrument in the studio today?
If you're going to twist my arm, I suppose.
I mean, I think maybe we would like to hear.
I could never. I absolutely could never. If your cat gets tired and anxious, give him this little blanket with a wire and a thing that kind of looks like a mouse. The mouse wire thing underneath the little blanket. The mouse wire thing under the blanket, only $34.99.
Wow, to be honest, I haven't heard that one, but that was really good.
Of course you haven't. Did you do your research about me before I came on to your show?
I did. I just we didn't catch that one. I'm sorry.
People want to excuse my brilliance, and I'm not going to stand for it any longer. I've changed the way people look at things.
Jeremy, Whitney, have you guys, or I'm sorry, Jimmy and Whitney, have you guys heard that jingle before?
Well, this is a lot new for me. I haven't heard that jingle, and I'm going to be honest. I have been calling that thing a piano my whole life, and I just feel like such a freaking idiot.
It's
My
transcendent
God.
musical instrument.
Transcendent
is what it is,
musical instrument. I cannot believe. I don't know where I got that piano thing
I wonder
from.
if Beethoven knew it was called that instead of a piano.
Beethoven's a hack.
Ah.
He didn't even write lyrics.
And chances
true,
are
he did
someone
not write
told him,
lyrics.
but he couldn't hear it because he was actually deaf. A lot of people don't know that about Beethoven.
Is he?
Yeah.
I'm not much of a music history person. I'm more of a music now person.
Yeah, him and
an
BL
artist.
him and BL Zaith go back a long way, and that was part of their agreement. He used to be in the music industry as well, and Beethoven was like, "I want to be the best pianist of all time."
You know
And
Beelzy?
I know, of course, I know BL Zaith. He is my investor.
Wait, do you know BLZ too?
I do, yeah. I actually wrote a theme song for him.
You did?
Can we
did,
hear
yeah.
it?
Get the fuck out of here! You wrote that theme song.
I did. You want to
wrote
sing it with
BL
me?
Zaith's theme song.
Yeah, that's the title of it too. Beelzy's theme song.
I can't wait to hear it.
It goes a
Well, I
little
am-
something like this. Beelzy, my best friend. Beelzy, to the very end. You Beelzy, you eat my soul. Beelzy, and I'll eat your whole hellhole, the fire hole you opened up in my basement. Not the other sexual hole, the one that's in my basement.
That was
you.
absolutely beautiful.
BL
I'm touched, honestly. I have some tears in my eyes right now. BLZ, is that you again?
Beelzy, baby!
I heard my
theme song.
Oh yeah, I forgot every time I play it. Once I get to the end,
Does he always
Yeah.
show up?
Yes.
yeah, he comes up, fire and brimstone. What you up to, buddy?
Oh, just going over some documents.
Do they pertain to? Is this the NDA thing? Are we gonna disclose it now?
Our deal is still good.
Okay.
BLZ, can I ask you a question while you're here? It seems
Yes.
like a big part of your job is just like bureaucratic, like paperwork. Is that Is that most of it?
Right, I work in permits department.
Oh, you're not the head boss?
No, just permits.
Oh, okay. My mistake. I'm sorry.
We've all got a boss.
Are you the one that collects the souls for him, or are those just for you?
Oh, he does my bidding. Anyway, I have to go now. Talk to you later.
Bye.
What a guy.
He seems so pleasant.
He is, and he makes a really, really
I don't know
good
why
pancake.
everyone likes him so much. I'm not feeling
well,
it.
they're genuine. They're top of their class, top of their field. They get the stuff done that they say they're gonna do, and they let you be number one on the charts for 4 days.
Yeah.
Jeremy,
Yes.
can you do one more jingle for us? Whatever you think is your favorite jingle that you've written, or
I have
your
a
most
suggestion.
famous.
Could you do one about fire safety for me? I would love to put it on my TikTok.
Wow, that's a great
Yes.
idea.
I know so much about fire safety.
That's amazing. Me too.
Are you guys gonna sing it together?
We could.
sure.
You should.
Fires are bad.
Bad,
Fires are bad.
bad.
Make sure that you have water ready.
Water ready at all times.
'Cause fires
Fires
are bad.
are bad.
Fires
Fires
are bad.
are so
If
bad.
it's a grease fire, don't use water.
Don't.
'Cause that'll make it worse, I think.
It will.
Fires are bad.
Fires are so bad.
Fires are bad.
They are so bad.
Keep your mind at ease as the flames take over. Do not fight the flames,
Don't
it'll just
fight
make
the
it worse.
flames.
I know this pain is
I
something you
know
thought you'd
this
never feel, but you're feeling it. So just let the fire are bad.
Fires are
Fires
bad. Fires
are
are
bad.
bad. Fires are
Fires
bad.
are bad. Use water unless it's grease, 'cause they're bad.
Bad.
Wow, amazing. That was so good.
Thank you. That's going on my TikTok
Do you
exclusively.
think that's
yeah.
gonna be good for the social media?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be
I think
great.
it's gonna be great.
Yeah, I'm definitely stealing that.
Wow.
Don't plan on paying for it.
Jimmy, did you maybe want to hire Jeremy to write a jingle about Jimmy's?
I mean, I could. I'm going to be honest, though. I love the melodies. I love what you did with the musical arrangements there, but I feel like you were a little hard on fire for no good reason.
Fire has its place.
Oh, it
and
does.
its place is to be inside of my heart while I'm creating music, for me to use that fire to create something magical. I must confess,
Oh, what? Oh.
I was the one who wrote the baby back ribs. The Chimney's one. Beelzeth and I made a deal. I was at a low spot. I had just got beaten out for the Meow Mix, and I wrote a banger, and it wasn't good enough because I didn't use enough cat sounds. And so
That
I
makes
said,
sense.
Beels, I need something. And he gave me the NSYNC Boys and baby back ribs. And that was
Wow,
mine.
you
But
made
I wasn't allowed to
history.
take credit for it. I just got all the money and have not had to work for the last 25 years.
When were you at the top of the charts for 4 days?
That song,
Ha!
the Chili's Baby Back Rib. It was at the top of the charts when it comes to jingles. Not a Billboard chart. No. It was
What chart is that?
the Jill boards.
Yeah. And I believe Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm Loving It is what knocked that out.
It is. It
Yeah.
knocked it right out. And you know who
Well,
that
that's a
was?
Justin Timberlake
Yeah, who
ballad.
wrote
Yeah, you
that?
can't compete
It was
against
Justin
that.
Timberlake. You
Right,
can't. He
right.
did it.
Yeah,
He
you know,
wrote that.
He brought
I
sexy
wouldn't call
and
him an
hunger
artist,
back.
though.
I
Not like you.
would call him something more divine than an artist.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to
was
hate.
going
I
the
don't
other
want to
way,
hate
but-
on people who do better than me. He outshined me.
I'd call him anytime he wanted. That's just me.
He'd answer too because he's a good dude. Such a good guy.
Wow, amazing. So, does anyone else have any questions for Jeremy?
I'd love to hear that original Meow Mix, because I'm going to be honest, my biggest issue with Meow Mix from the beginning is too much cat noises, too many cat sounds. I want something a little more streamlined. So I'd love to hear what those dummies went and passed on for that atrocity.
Sure. Yeah. I'll break you off a little bit of that cat stuff.
Thanks.
If you're hungry, if you're thirsty, if you want to be a better cat, get Meow Mix
Get your meow mix on now. Ha ha ha, like a little bitty kid. You're just a little bitty baby fluffy kid. You're a fluffy kid, eat meow mix.
Oh my God, I loved it.
Gosh, wow.
That was profound.
How
Loved
did they
it.
pass on that? I just don't
They
get
said
it.
the ha-has evoked more of a child response as opposed to a kitten response, and I said, fur babies will enter the public domain here in the next 10 years, Biels has told me, and that was before I signed the paper, so Biels could not convince them with his fire hole, so...
Now here's my question, right? I have a few cats myself, and I can tell you...
How many?
I have 3.
Okay.
And with 100% certainty, they've never bought food once. So when you make a jingle that's in their language that only they can understand...
That's what I
what's
was
the point? Right,
saying.
no, yours, I get that.
That's
I
a
say,
really
I'm a
good point.
human.
And
I get what
kids
that's
can eat it, I
saying.
guess, probably, if they're gonna have it in a bag.
Oh, if it's good enough for a cat, it better be good enough for a child.
if
Those
you-
are my children after all.
If the directions are I have to put it in a bowl on the floor, and my kids can't eat it, Purina.
Right. Next, you're going to tell me they can't drink the same water. Is that what we're trying to say here?
Yes.
That sounds like a lot of calls to me, honestly. If you
Do
guys
you
were to
deal with
do
a lot of
that.
cats?
We do. We actually have to rescue cats from chimneys quite often.
Chimneys?
Chimneys?
Yes. Many homeowners think that it's warmer for cats in their chimney. So
You know, I
they
actually
place them
did
there.
think that, but I don't have a chimney, thank God, or I would have put my cats in a chimney years ago.
Yeah, if you're listening, please don't put your cats in chimneys. The best place
Take it
for a
from the
cat
fire
that is
chief.
cold is the oven.
Oh.
Yes.
On or off?
Low 150 degree on, of course. They have-
150 degrees?
yes.
Yeah, cats have the
On
higher
low,
body
Or
temperature.
warm-blooded, I
Yes, they're actually
you put a-
cold-blooded animals.
Do
So
you put a
150
pan?
degrees
You
is
put a
not
pan in
horrible.
there or just straight on the rack?
Straight up kitty cat on the rack.
Just like a pizza.
Yeah, exactly. Like a DiGiorno. It's not delivery, it's kitty.
I have a question about these chimney rules. Now, obviously, putting a cat in the chimney to warm them up is just one of the dumbest things I've ever heard
Asinine.
of. Now, but what happens if you have a family of birds who built a nest in your chimney and you want to get rid of those? I feel like in that case, lowering a cat down slowly on a string to deal with those birds.
Oh, now you're getting into a lady that ate the fly situation, the scenario. It's never ending, because then what if the cat gets stuck?
Well, that's when you get a dog and you go ahead and tie a string around that.
See,
bad
we're
boy
getting a
and
little
send it
closer
down
to the
there.
lady ate the fly situation.
How you skip all of that is you use raccoons. We have an actual, we have a nest of raccoons that we harvest and keep on our turf
Yeah.
at the fire department. Yes,
crop?
a nest. Yes, like a crop. It makes complete sense. You're
No,
the
it
one
does.
that's wrong.
It does. Their little hands are
apologize.
perfect for
Exactly.
squeezing eggs.
Is that what a group
Exactly.
of raccoons is called? A crop?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
A crop of coons. Yes.
So do I have to put a whole crop down there or just a single?
You need one singular
Okay,
raccoon.
okay.
You don't need the full crop. The crop stands outside for moral support, but you need one singular raccoon. You lower it on a string, preferably silly string, and then once it gets down there, it's able to scoop all of the kitties
Excuse
or
me,
all
quick
of the
question.
birds. I'm sorry?
What's silly string?
Silly string is string that has been silly. Are you serious?
Is it the spray stuff? Like,
Yes.
How is and it holds the raccoon?
Yes, you braid it together.
Oh,
and
you
tie
braid
it to
it.
the tail of the
Okay,
raccoon.
that makes more
I'm a
sense.
professional.
I'm
people.
She's
so
the fire
sorry.
chief. I'm not going to
Thank
question
you.
it.
I
so
appreciate that. Know who I am. But you lower the raccoon into the chimney. The chimney is
Okay.
able to grab the kittens, the
Yeah.
birds, whatever you have down there, and then they come out. And then the rest of the coon crop is there for moral support. So when they come out, they hug.
Do you have a raccoon in the fire department that rides the fire truck like a Dalmatian?
Yes, his name is Oliver.
Oliver.
Oliver
Oh,
the-
I'm gonna have
Oliver
to look
the
up Oliver
raccoon.
on your TikTok.
Yes,
Oh,
he
he's there.
is amazing.
So
He is
cute.
there.
He's amazing. He loves Jello shots. We give him a lot of Jello
How many
shots.
chimneys has Oliver been down?
Oliver has been down 3 so far.
Oh my god.
2 were successful. 1 was not, but it's okay.
How long has Oliver worked at the fire department?
Oliver has been with us for the 2 weeks that I have been here.
Oh, so 3 is a number that makes sense.
3 is a number that makes sense. Yes, very much so.
I do have one more follow-up on the chimney situation.
Yes.
Now, going forward, I know, just go straight to the raccoon, and I feel like an idiot for not knowing that before.
Yeah, what was coming after the dog? A horse?
Well, no, it's a dog catcher. And that's where I've ended right now. And I gotta say, this man has just been screaming up a storm. I cannot sleep a lick at all because he's just crying about being stuck in the chimney. And I said, if you're better at your job, you'd be able to get yourself and the dog out of there, but apparently he can't. So do I just add the raccoon in now, or how does that work?
To be quite honest with you, we're probably going to have to escalate at that point.
So bring in
Because-
his manager.
Yeah, you would want
Okay.
to bring in his manager and then manager's manager. And if the manager's manager doesn't work, we do have a giraffe on site as well. We use that as a last resort, though, because we don't want their necks to get stuck.
All right. Well, thank you. This has been so I've learned so much
Yeah,
today
I've
from
really
both of
learned a
y'all.
lot. Wow.
No problem. Fire chief here. That's what I do.
Is Oliver going to be at the family event?
Yes, Oliver will be at the family
Get your
event with
pictures.
his family,
Oh, get
taking
your pictures
pictures,
with the crowd.
doing balloon animals, and we have a false chimney set up so you can all see how the silly string
Wow.
works and how it's actually effective.
Is it like transparent, like made out of glass so you can see inside the chimney? Or?
No, you'll have to lay underneath it and watch from underneath.
Oh, that sounds like a fun experience.
It
for
should
all.
be very much so. You do need to be above 4 feet tall because otherwise the chimney
Damn it!
won't fit you. But
I'm what 3'11"?
yeah.
Oh, Jeremy.
Oh, just an inch short.
Actually, the band was named after me.
Just an inch short.
I love them. I gotta tell
My
you though,
favorite band.
whatever happened to them? Like seriously, it just fell off the face of
They
the
were
earth.
an inch short and $1 late, unfortunately. So I think their recording deal ended up being taken over by BLZ. You might want to talk to him about that.
He's got his fingers in everything.
He really does.
everything.
It's called diversification, and that's what we all need to do. He's a businessman at heart, and I love him.
Diverse portfolios. Very important.
Did I hear my name?
Hi, BLZ.
Sorry, am I interrupting again? I
No,
thought you
it's
were
okay.
done.
It's okay. Go ahead.
I apologize. I would like to actually hear a song about Oliver.
All right.
I mean, I guess you
suppose.
kind of have to, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, we don't get much say so when BLZ throws out something.
There he is, little Oliver climbing up a chimney. There he is, little Oliver trying to save the children.
Help me!
There he is, little Oliver killing all these baby birds. There he is, little Oliver doing the job he was told to do. He's just doing his job. He's just doing his job.
Doing his job.
He's just doing his job.
Doing his job.
You gotta break a couple legs to get a bird out of a chimney.
Jeremy, I have great news.
What's up?
That song is going to the top of the Chillboard.
Oh my God, we were all here for it.
So excited!
What do I have to give?
You know,
My left brain thoughts?
I already got the right one.
So wait,
There was only one?
it'll just be middle brain thoughts? Just straight to the
middle.
point on everything, not trying to be creative or logical in any sort of a sense. Just everything is what it is at
A
face
small
value.
price to pay for 4 weeks at the top of the Chillboards.
There's
Fine.
nothing BLZ loves more than balance. That's what they always say.
Fine. Take it. Take the left
okay.
brain.
I gotta go.
Bye, BLZ. Wow, Jeremy. I mean, pretty cool stuff happening. I was going to ask you what you've got coming up, but it sounds like you're going to be at the top of the Joe boards for a while, so that's
Yeah.
exciting.
And what a treat for your listeners, too, to be able to hear how the music's actually made, right? I mean, there's so much of the sanitation on trying to whitewash the whole music industry, but this is how it really happens. And I'm glad they were able to see how a hit record actually gets made, because this is how every single hit record that's ever been made in human history has occurred. And we saw that right here in front of our eyes.
It'll be a treat. They'll have to eat it, though. You have to eat a treat. If it's a treat, you eat it. That's what treats are for.
Still learning new things every day. I am blessed.
Jeremy, that's great advice. Thank you for that. Before we wrap it up, I want to just ask everybody if they have anything important coming up. I know you've got the family event and you've got your restaurant opening. Anything else coming up that you want to talk about?
Oh, that I want to talk about? Sure. That I physically can talk about? It's just the restaurant.
Whitney?
I would say my event. I'm just really excited for that. I'm excited for Jeremy. Are you coming, Jimmy?
It's 52 degrees outside currently.
It won't be that day. I think it'll be probably 53. So I hope that'll bring you out the house. That extra degree should warm you up a bit. If not, stick yourself in the oven. Okay. Yeah, I want to see you all there. I want to see you all participating in the event, sitting under that chimney, watching Oliver do what he does. Outside of that, no upcoming plans. Just, sending these people to fight these fires and making my TikToks like the good fire chief that I am.
Jeremy, how about you? Have any thoughts?
I'm going to answer your question currently. And after that is finished and the recording is wrapped, I will slowly back my chair out so I have enough space to stand up. I shall then stand up, and I will then turn my body to the left, which is towards the door. I shall take steps forward to grab my coat and my book bag. Upon grabbing those, I shall then exit the place, go to my car, and I shall turn it on. Once started, I shall turn on my left blinker to signify that I'm going to pull out into the street and drive away. Once I have started to drive away and the coast is clear, I will get to the stop sign at the end of the street and turn right. From there, I'll continue.
Exciting stuff.
I'm excited
all
for
of
his
you.
journey.
Yeah. I have one more question before we wrap it up. I haven't been doing so well recently as an interviewer here at KC Revival, and I'm wondering if you guys think that BLZ could help me.
BLZ can help anyone.
Do you guys think that he would help me? I know I haven't been the nicest to him, but
I personally think he's going to tell you to fuck off because of how you treated him
so?
today. But I think it's worth a shot. I mean, if he can help these two, I feel like he can help anyone. I don't need help. I have Oliver, the
you
chimney
have
coon.
Oliver. I don't have.
Yeah, you don't have an
don't have
Oliver in
that.
your life. So
Yeah, no, I mean, I love working with BLZ.
Do you guys know how to call him back in? I don't.
Go ahead and play it again.
you know his theme song.
That's
Let's
the
do
only
it.
way. He's like a musical Beetlejuice.
BLZ is my daddy. He raised me.
This is new.
He taught me how to love. And then he took away the thing that he taught me about love. So now everything is just monotone. It's like I'm inside of a grayscale painting. Oh no, I went up when I sang. BLZ, BLZ. Or you can just play back what I played earlier.
Agatha,
Hi, BLZ.
fuck off.
Oh,
Wow.
man. Damn it.
I called it.
Yeah.
You were right.
Yeah.
That fire
I
was
should have been
meat.
nicer.
Can I just say, I love that you went for a B-side, and it was absolutely wonderful. Your voice is just like the best plain yogurt I've ever eaten in my whole entire life. And I gotta tell you, I love plain yogurt, so that's the best compliment I can give.
You know
Yogurt
what
is usually Greek.
I'm sorry?
Yogurt is Greek sometimes.
It can be. Yes, it can be. Iceland also makes a thing called, I believe it's kefir, which is a different type. And honestly, I really do enjoy it.
Jimmy, do you know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of like Beyonce and Madonna mushed together, but they can't sing and they don't have talent, but they really want to be something.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's what he
Could've-
reminds
yeah.
me of.
Like almost if they were trapped in an Oompa Loompa body.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
that.
I mean, he kind of looks like an Oompa Loompa.
I didn't want to say anything, but it's mostly the stature and the
It's not
skin
a-
color.
it's not an
yeah,
insult.
no. There's a very
I
dark
fell into a
orange
vat
hue.
of carrot juice when I was 6.
Oh, no.
It altered my chemistry in my body.
Oh, wow.
Just to make me orange.
Do you
Yeah.
have great vision now?
Yeah, that's
or-
what I was going to ask.
That's a lie and a myth.
Oh.
I learned it on the internet. Also, since I don't have any creative thoughts or logical thoughts of my own anymore, the internet, I think, is making a lot more sense.
Oh, no.
A lot of the thoughts on there, I think, are good. I am the one everyone doesn't like.
You're not following Q now, are you?
Q
Yeah.
from the James Bond films.
Oh, I love him.
I do too.
All right, well,
Yes,
then
all
we
these
get
Most fun
gadgets.
gadgets.
We're good.
Yeah. You know, a little fun fact about that carrot juice. That was actually a prank on Nazis. It's true. It's true. The British, they developed a radar system that was super advanced, and they kept shooting down all these Nazi planes, and Nazis were like, how are they doing it? And the Brits were like, we're feeding our people carrots. And those dumb Nazis, they believed it, and they had no idea that advanced radar system. Bielzy taught me that. He was part of that. He gave them the idea to go ahead and use carrots as something. Look that up on Wikipedia. It is true.
Wow.
Juice is the water that vegetables make.
That's true, Jeremy. Good job.
I'm going to have to remember that when putting out fires. If we run out of water, we can just juice.
Apparently, you can just juice. I had no idea. I've learned so much today. I really appreciate all you guys being here and, teaching me about the restaurant business and fire safety and jingle writing. This has been amazing. Before we wrap it up, anyone have anything else they want to plug that maybe their friends are doing? I know, Jeremy, you have a friend named Ryan. I don't know. You mentioned him before the show. I don't know if you...
Yes, Ryan is the worst.
You don't like him.
Well, not anymore. I did when I had logical and creative thoughts, but now that I'm a free thinker, thinking only of what's in front of me, I see that the stuff he does is a waste of my time. But you can see him on House of Zard on Twitch. It's House of Zard with a Z-A-R-D. House of Zard.
Wow,
like
okay, awesome. Whitney, how about you? Do you have any friends that have anything coming up?
Yes,
I actually,
the police commissioner and I are best friends, and he has an event coming up solely for those who do not have dogs to come out to the event and basically mingle amongst each other. So this is an anti-dog event that we're throwing. We're really excited about it.
Wow, okay. When is that happening?
That is going to be the 15th.
The 15th, wow,
yes.
Busy weekend.
Very busy
ahead.
weekend. So we have family and friends fire safety, and then we have our anti-dog rally. It should be a hoot.
Wow, all right. Jimmy, you
Go
have
on.
any friends you have in the Kansas City area got anything coming up you want to plug?
Oh, my only real friend's BLZ, but I do got something I'd like to plug, and that is the new Barbie movie. Now, I gotta tell you, I am so excited for this. Greta Gerwig is just an absolute gem, and that Margot Robbie, beautiful, and don't get me started on Ryan Gosling. So I'm just looking forward to that so much. So get out there and let's support some local theaters, y'all.
Wow, awesome. Well, thank you all so much for being here. It was great talking with all of you. And we'll see you next time on KC Revival. I'm Agatha Quilton Cat.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye. This podcast is brought to you by camping. Go out into the wilderness with a tent. If you have an RV, you can. If you don't got one, you can rent one from me. My name's Jeff Trickle, and I live down the road from your grandpa. And if you give me $500, leave it on my stoop, and put a note inside of my door underneath the window wipers on top of my car, either of those two options work. I'll get you that RV for only $500 for 2 weekends. Make sure you watch out for the wolves.
We would like to thank our sponsor, Carrie's Menstruation Pads for Men, for when he gets a little leaky and a little squeaky. Make sure you go to our website, carriesmenstruationformen.com/menstruation for men, menstruation for men. Use our promo code menstruation for men to get 14% off 76 pad count for menstruation for men.
This podcast is brought to you by Worst Help. Mental health care is expensive, and sometimes you just can't afford it. And when you can't afford the best, that's when you go to the worst. So join Worst Help today and meet with one of our unlicensed professionals at any time, day or night. That is worsthelp.com, promo code I'm giving up.
Now our foreign correspondent, Shark Snaggletooth, files this report from the field.
Hello, and welcome to another edition of What Do They Do Here? With your host, Shark Snaggletooth. Today, we are out and about the streets of East London with Chip Grimsley, chimney sweep extraordinaire.
Why, hello.
Hello, Chip.
Hello, how you doing today?
Hello, Chip. Good day to you.
I gotta say, I feel like a celebrity.
You are today. Yes, today people will hear your story, know your tale, and learn a little bit more about your industry. Now I see you have 14 brooms on your back.
Right, yeah, I got 14 brooms and 12 hand brooms.
Do they all do something different, or do they do the same thing? That might be my ignorance speaking.
Well, they all sweep, I'll tell you that much.
Oh.
Well, yeah, you do different. There's different kinds of chimneys out there.
Mm-hmm.
Each one needs its own specific broom.
So for a larger chimney, you would use, I would say, that large 4 to 5 foot in diameter broom on your back?
That's right, I call this one Babe.
Ooh, is that named after the pig or after a lover?
Well, the pig is named after this one, actually.
Oh, so you are a celebrity, you just didn't know
I
it.
didn't realize. You've seen that movie?
I have, I've seen the Blu-ray edition. And if we walk down this hallway, this is a home that belongs to a human being, correct?
That's right, a human lives here, and I'm about to ask them if they need their chimney swept.
Now, is it normal for you to take down all of the pictures of loved ones and families on the windows and walls? Because people put pictures on windows. Is it normal for you to take those off when you are working on a home like
That's
this?
right, well, I don't want nothing to get dirty.
You want to just focus on the object, not the subjectivism of...
Well, chimney sweep is a real dirty job, you got to know.
I can see it with all the soot and whatnot
Well,
around
look
your
at me, I
face.
got it all over my face!
It's very smart of you to wear all white, because then by the end of the day, you're ready for nighttime activity.
That's right, and I know what part of me is dirty.
Yes, we always have to know what part is dirty and what part is clean. Would it be out of bounds for us to say hello to the homeowner?
Well, not at all. Let's give me a little knock on the door here.
Knock on the outside? Are they outside?
I make all homeowners stay outside while I sweep the chimney.
Oh, that makes sense. We don't.
I don't want them getting dirty.
That's true.
Innit?
I feel like if I say it, it's offensive. And, are you the homeowner? Are you the head of household?
Hello, yes, that is me.
And then what is your name? My name is Shark Snaggletooth from the NPR.
Hello, my name is Sasha Templeton.
Sasha, what a normal name.
Yes, very.
And Mrs.
Don't mind me. I'll just, while you're doing that, I'm going to sweep these chimneys.
Thank you.
Why?
Mrs. Templeton, my husband is here as well.
Oh, where is your husband?
He's here with me.
Oh, hello.
If it weren't for these chimneys, don't know what I'd do.
Now, is the singing part of the reason why you hired Chip?
Partially, but the rate was so low, it's just too hard to pass up.
And how much does a job like this pay usually? How much did you have to pay?
1 shilling.
And what is that in money terms?
A shilling.
Just a coin?
Yes, 1 singular shilling.
A nondescript coin?
A nondescript British coin called a shilling.
Well, hey, sorry, there's a cat up here. Is this your cat?
Oh, would you like to come into your home? I can let you in.
Yes, please.
If you don't mind, thank you.
Of course. There.
Thank you.
Well, is this your cat? I need to know if I'm sweeping it or keeping it.
If whatever you would like, if you would like to keep it, that's yours.
Yeah.
We're fine.
You're more than welcome to keep the kitty cat.
Yes.
We don't have a need for a kitty cat in our home.
Do you not have... excuse me, Chip, for my ignorance once again.
Sorry, it's all right.
In America, we have a pretty sufficient way of getting kittens out of chimneys.
Well, we don't use guns here.
No, it's actually not guns. It's fighting animals with other animals, but highly trained and skilled animals.
Oh, I'm sorry for the assumption.
It's all right. We're making some today. But Chip, do you not have
Well, I did some training in America, and when you got a cat up in the chimney, you have 2 options. You can either lower a dog down, or you can take a shotgun and fire it straight up the chimney.
But again, we don't have guns, so...
No guns
So
here.
it's just
No.
that you're still doing the lady ate the fly situation.
Well,
here. Okay.
we do our version of it where we've tried just dropping knives point down.
all that history and such little progress over here
it
in
hasn't.
London.
Unfortunately, it hasn't worked because the knives have a tendency to flip, so the butt of the knife ends up hitting the cat, and
Right.
it seems like the cat actually likes it.
And now we actually have a very heavily armed cat in our chimney, and we are.
Oh,
we are
it's a
afraid.
highly trained. Is it one of the like from a DreamWorks movie?
No, it's more like from a Keanu Reeves movie.
Cat
You know
from
how
a
they
Keanu
kill-
I'm gonna climb up there and grab it out myself.
Be careful.
Chip,
Be
here we
careful.
All right.
Chip, while you're
Oh no, it's got a knife! Oh no!
oh, human blood is dripping. Yep, human blood is dripping now.
Yes.
Chip, are you all right? Have you been stabbed by a cat?
I have been stabbed multiple times.
We warned him prior to, but he said he had it, so
Right, but we don't like conflict here, so if you want to do something, we're not going to stop you.
yeah.
It's all right. I know exactly where I'm bleeding on account of the white.
That's good. That's good. Here, let me
I'm
pull
coming
you
back
down,
out,
Chip.
yeah,
I'm pulling you down.
Is the cat all right?
Oh yeah, the cat's fine.
He's got face paint. The cat has face paint on. It looks like he has disguised his body heat. I don't know if you're.
Is the cat gang affiliated?
Ooh, I don't know if we want to go into assumptions here, but I would say maybe former U.S. Special Forces, based on the way the
Could
cat
be.
is using the knife.
And we just gave it knives, honey.
Oh, imagine if we would have gave it guns. Those Americans.
So,
posh.
as you bleed out on the floor here,
I'll
I
get it.
heard you
It won't have, like, a
singing
tourniquet.
earlier. What was with the songs you were singing earlier?
Oh,
They
it's
sounded-
just a little something I do when I'm trying to do busy work, you know? Like, for example, chimney, chim trucks. I'm bleeding a lot, and that really sucks.
Oh, they have one for if you're bleeding a lot while you're cleaning a chimney.
Oh yeah. It's thousands of verses.
I apologizing for interjecting, but I feel like I should have said this before. The cat has a very large disdain for music and singing, and I think that may have helped exacerbate the situation.
Oh, he didn't like my songs. He didn't.
No, not at all. Not at all.
In it.
Again, if I say it, I feel like it's offensive. So, Chip, is it? Chip,
Yeah.
I am thrilled that you allowed me to come into your daily activities today.
Right. I
and
hope we all learned something today.
What do you think it was?
Do
Well-
not trust discount chimneys.
That's right. Yeah. And
Wait, was the chimney discounted
Well,
or the
discount-
chimney sweep?
It was both.
Yeah,
it
I don't
does seem
charge
like-
much. I charge
Yes.
1 shilling.
Did you build the chimney?
He did.
No, I don't.
Actually, Chip, that's very American of you to monopolize the entire chimney industry where you build them, you clean them, you get the cats out of them.
Busted.
Are you? Wait.
That's right. I make crap chimneys so I can sweep them forever.
That sounds like good business practice. I'm not sure what the laws are here in the UK. I guess is where we're at. London, I almost said.
I do believe you established we're in London.
Yes, I did. Chip, if you had any, these are going to be your final words, it seems. But
That's right. This tourniquet isn't doing nothing.
as I look around this home that was clean when we arrived,
It's far dirtier now. The chimney looks all right.
yes, now it looks like that scene from 101 Dalmatians where all of the Dalmatians decide we're going to hide our Dalmatianness by putting soot all over our bodies.
Oh, I never saw the first 100.
Yes, we only saw one.
You only saw one?
We only saw one Dalmatian, yes.
We're not a fan of sequels. We like originals. I know Americans, you love your sequels and reboots, but we like
yeah.
original.
Yeah, Disney was just pumping them out there for a minute.
Yeah.
Yes,
Put up like
yes.
100 in just a couple years.
So wait, I'm so sorry, Chip. I know you're bleeding, but just real quick, in that film, One Dalmatian.
Yes.
Did this follow? Was it like a Pongo origin story? Was it Perdita's origin story? Was it the first pup of the litter?
It's
So it
going
was
dark.
like literally 10 seconds long of just that puppy coming out.
This was actually Cruella's origin story. So
Oh, did Cruella?
Cruella had one pup as a child. She had one Dalmatian. Mhm.
And what did the puppy do to make her feel so bad about Dalmatians?
The puppy actually, ironically, got caught in a chimney.
And did it die or did it become like the cat fighting?
Well, it sounds like someone needs to go watch the movie.
Oh, you hooked me.
We don't like spoilers here.
No, not at all. We don't do it that way in the UK.
Shark,
Yes.
did you call the ambulance?
Oh, 911.
Yes, because that
that's
is the
silly.
same number
No.
in the UK. Yes.
No.
Well, what's the number?
999.
Yes.
Is it 999?
That's correct.
I'm sorry, I'm new here.
Yeah, that was the date of our worst terrorist attack. Very similar to yours.
And do I want to know what the attack was?
I'm
Yes,
sorry.
honey, please tell him.
Have you forgotten?
I forget a lot.
How
You
dare.
said you never forget.
999. Always remember. That's our slogan. That's what we say.
It's not, isn't it? That's, oh no, I did it. I really
Oh, you can't say that.
Twitter's
You can't
gonna
say
hate
that.
me.
You
A very
canceled.
small portion
Oi.
of Twitter's gonna hate me. Could you say the tragedy? The terrorist tragedy? Before young Chip is dying.
Well, I mean, of
So
course.
young.
It's when the royal family, they lost one of their jewels.
National tragedy. It was.
Yeah.
In it.
Did it get found?
Well, it was actually it was given back to the country that we stole it from, but that was hard. It was really hard for us to get
Very
over
difficult.
that. Yes.
That's tough. That's tough.
Yeah, it was originally stolen from the Congo, so we gave it back.
That is good.
Good is subjective.
Oh, because you didn't have it.
Would you look at that? The cat's just leaving the chimney.
Chip! Oh my goodness, you're
He's
a ghost.
just leaving.
Chip, you are a talking ghost.
Well,
I can
well-
hear you. The ambulance is on its way, Chip, but
What am I supposed to do?
what unfinished business must we help you with?
I think I need to finish cleaning this chimney, I do.
Well, roll up your sleeves. Next time on What Do They Do Here on NPR, we'll learn how to make ghosts be happy and move on. Unless gingivitis gets you first. Make sure to check out wheretheydohere.com/bombas to get a pair of Bombas socks and sign up for Squarespace, squarespace.com. Websites made better. Thank you so much, and I am Shark Snaggletooth.
That's it for this episode of KC Revival. Special thanks to Jillian Guthrie and Michael Mixon, who can regularly be found performing at the Bird Comedy Theater, HB from KC, whose stand-up and improv can be found on YouTube, and Ryan Hruza, who can be found at twitch.tv/House of Zard. KC Revival is mixed and edited by Michael Stouffer and produced by Michael Stouffer and Jillian Guthrie. We'll see you next time. Bye!